My homie died in my arms. I was a jit, we was just lit. We ain't never fight over no. If he would move, I would pick. We was on the corner flying them birds. We made a grip, chain on the pit. Fiends got a fish, we just tryna get rich. Banging my colors, my flag on the side. Blood in my eyes, my homies gon' ride. You look at me, you rapping my life.
What's good, everybody? Y'all already know it's the kid.
Hey, that's how I survive.
And we have, of course, another boardroom interview. Who do I have in the building today?
It's your girl, Jesika Rabbit.
Heard.
You already know I'm with my boy Faseworld here on the boardroom, chopping it up with him, giving him a little insights on what I got going on.
She got all the bottles. Where you from, Miss Jesika Rabbit?
I am originally from the Bronx, born and raised in the Bronx. I actually just moved down here from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Big up to Broward County. I was living in Fort Lauderdale for 17 years. Came down here to Atlanta 7 months ago, and I just been on go, Face. I just been on go.
How did you get the name?
Well, if you go back in time, you know, I'm not trying to show my age or anything like that, but if you know that movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, you know the cartoon character Jesika Rabbit, that's just me. Sassy, sexy, her personality. It goes with my name. My actual real name is Jessica, so I've been having that ally for about a good 8-9 years now, so you know. I'm known for the rabbit, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are your ties with Nashville?
Okay, with Nashville, Tennessee, I will be on 103.1 and 107.1 FM radio. I'm going to be on the Asset Report along with my co-host, Mr. Asset. So that's the avenue that I'm currently in right now as a radio personality. Always wanted to do radio, so got the opportunity to do so I'm riding with it.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you find it hard being a woman in the industry?
Yes.
If so, what are the benefits and what are the downfalls?
It has its pros and cons. To be real honest with you, I haven't really encountered too much of the bad feel of being a woman in the industry, but what I can say is that they tend to not take us serious. Why, you know, I'm Jesika Rabbit, being a beautiful woman, you know, in the industry, majority of them just want to fuck you and don't want to do business. So when you shut that down, you know, then you shut down the business along with it because they just don't know how to separate the two. That's the problem that I've been coming across. They will hit me up and it won't be nothing about business. They'll just go left, and that's where I leave them. I leave them left because if you're not coming to me and contacting me about business, it doesn't make any sense to me. And being a woman, I'm all about my representation. I'm all about my respect out here, especially you have to, because back then, now when, you know, they used to just fuck their way up the ladder. No. That's what makes Jesika Rabbit different. I don't play the radio. I'm well respected. I try to, you know what I'm saying, give my respect to people so that they can respect me, come with my craft, come with my presentation, so they can take me serious and they know that Jesika Rabbit means business.
So what are some of the left? What do you mean left? Like give us some samples.
So what I mean by left, I had someone contact me. I won't put names out there. But,
of course. Unless you want to do it.
I don't want to put him out there, you know. I want to put him out there. But he had contacted me, also a businessman here in the industry, and he wanted to take me out on a date. He was a little sloppy with it.
That's so sweet.
So, you know, I had to shut that down, and I know that I shut that down. After a few months later, I'm like, you know what? It's not a big deal. You know, you're gonna get that. Comes with the territory. You know, let's try this again.
Yeah.
It was a no-go again, and he was just stuck and adamant of his ways, and you know, wanted to fuck a rabbit, and yeah. And I was like, no, I'm sorry, we just can't do business. Obviously,
he wanted to fuck a rabbit like a rabbit. He wanted to fuck like a rabbit.
He wanted to come down the rabbit hole. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, you ain't ready for this rabbit hole, because when you get stuck in that rabbit hole, ain't no way coming back out. So you gotta know exactly what you want now. Because fucking with rabbit, you will be stuck. So you know.
So after you didn't let him smash, basically he switched up on you.
Switched up on me, like
no phone calls,
no phone
nothing.
Call. The business went crickets.
No rice, no potatoes,
prices, nothing. So I just leave them exactly left where I told you. I leave them exactly where they are. So.
Okay. Tell us about the P-Power token.
Okay, so that's another project that I'm working in. This project is so sentimental for me. If you know me, you know Rabbit is all for the people. If you know me, I want everybody to win. Every single body. So I came up with this cryptocurrency that is called the P-Power. It's actually the first token to help women in poverty. So my goal is to try to make as much successful women as I can with this Coinbase. I'm actually going to be doing a fundraising for Women Empowerment Day, which is going to be August the 18th of 2023. So look out for that. And it's just a movement. I want to create generational wealth because my mindset is all about leaving a legacy. It's all about leaving traditional wealth, especially the rate that we're going now. So yes, make sure you guys DM me. I'll get you more into further details about the P-Power if you're interested in, especially for us women, empowerment and all that kind of good stuff, you know. So that's exactly what that is.
So you pushing P?
I'm pushing P. I'm pushing the P pussy. You know, us women got that power. You know, the power of the pussy. But you know, it comes along with the. It comes with the name. You know, it's a little gimmick with the name. But yes, and I'm trying to help as much single women, women who is in poverty, like anything that has to do with growth. That's exactly what the P Power is for. So join the movement. Stay tuned.
So why does giving back make you happy? Have you ever been homeless before?
Yes.
Okay.
Giving back to me is so important. Yes, I've been homeless. I don't take anything for granted at all. What goes up comes down, and what's down goes up. Like I tell you, I'm a people's person. I do everything that I do it with a passion. I'm all for the people because I know what it's like. I know what it's like growing up in the trenches. I know what it's like, you know what I'm saying, not having a meal. I know what it's like not knowing where you're going to lay your head at. I know what it's like being a single mother. I know what it's like being a young mother. I had my son at the age of 15. So that's why I'm so adamant about helping young women and people in general, because that's just who I am.
That's what's up, man.
Sir.
What? You have a summit coming up. Tell us about that.
Yes. So
I'm
listen,
on that ass.
Listen.
I'm on that ass.
Yes, yes. Talk to me. Yes, I have the Mindset Media Summit coming April 22nd, which is my birthday. So how I came up with this concept, I had went to a coalition summit 2 weeks ago, and I love their whole platform. And I'm like, you know what? Just as much as DJs are important in this industry, so is media. I'm all in the media world as it is anyways. I've been coming in contact with a lot of artists that just don't have their packages together, don't know where to go, don't have any guidance, don't have any write-ups, never had their songs played on radio. So I'm bringing that platform here to Atlanta. I'm actually the first one to do it. So my whole concept of this media summit is to give back to the artists. I'm here for you guys. I know what it's like when you have a vision that nobody, believes in it. I believe in each and every one of you. I believe that everybody's special in their own way. I believe that God has chosen you to do what you do. You just got to bring it out that person. So the summit is definitely a place where you want to market, you want to network. There's going to be good people behind it. So DM me about that. Have packages. If you want to become a sponsor, holla at me and we can do business. We can go from here.
What are your ties to Ugly Money?
Ugly Money Niche, that's my babe. I've been following Ugly Niche for a while. I love his grind. I love his hustle. And that's the type of people that I like on my team. I like people who are ambitious, who are passionate of what they're doing, and who are all for the people. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of scammers out there. There's a lot of people that just take these artists' money and don't do nothing with them. And me being who I am, I'm such a caring person as it is, I can't do that. So being with Ugly Niche, and when I presented him my project, he seen my vision, he believed in my vision, and it was a goal for him. Shout outs to Ugly Niche. Thank you so much for allowing me to use your platform. I respect your craft and everything that you do, and that's the reason why I chose to do my summit in his venue.
What's your take on the artist that wants all the stuff that you're offering, but they don't have a budget?
Network. Just because you don't have money doesn't mean that you do not have to go out there and network. There's a whole bunch of open mics. There's a whole bunch of networking parties that are free. You never know who you're going to rub elbows with. Marketing is one of the top things in any artist. Whether it's content, whether it's going out there, whether it's performances, you need to put that footwork. Nothing will ever come easy whether you have money or you don't. See, me being Jesika Rabbit, I built my own name organically by myself. I didn't have a co-signer. I didn't have a handout. I was fortunate to be around good people that believe in my vision and that fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? When you come across genuine people, it's only right. And that's what I'm built off. I'm built off building relationships. To me, it's worth more than money. And that's what me and my squad is all about. We're genuine and pure people. Like, you know what I'm saying? There's not too many of us out there. So
that's a fact. So, what is your take?
On what? Talk to me.
You went earlier in the interview. You talked about females back in the day that used to, I guess, fuck their way to the top. Mm-hmm. What is your take on females that expect everything right now, but not willing to do anything like work, fuck their way to the top, or anything? Like, how do you, what is the message to those females? Like, what should they do? Cause like it's kind of like sugar daddy with no sugar.
Right. It's only gonna saturate yourself. It's only gonna run you but so thin. You're only gonna get but to a certain level if that's the movement that you're going. So for any girls, you don't have to sleep with anybody to do any business with. I don't care who it is. You don't have to. You can say no. Me, I have that leverage where I take pride in who I am and what I do. So no money in this planet could get me to do something that I don't want to do. And I stand by that. And the more respect that you get in this game, the more they're going to respect you as a person, as a business person, and all that. Now, if you're just slanging pussy and you just out there clout chasing and slanging pussy because you sitting by such and such or whatever the case may be, and you present them a project and, you know, it goes left because now they want to date you, it never works. It never works. You never ever want to mix business with pleasure. Never. It never works. Never. Things that I've seen, it doesn't work. So with me, I just try to keep that separate. Emotions with emotions and business is business. So.
When did you fall in love with the music industry? Or are you in love with the music industry? Maybe I shouldn't just...
I'm a music person.
Yeah.
Music to me is my language. It speaks to me when nobody else understands. You know what I'm saying? Music is so powerful. It's to me. So being in this music industry, not only do I have an ear for music, I just love the whole concept of it. So I love music. I love music. I love the entertainment. I love being in the spotlight. I love doing interviews. I do interviews as well. So, you know, being in this industry, you got to like what you do. And I like what I do. So that's why I've been successful, because I have a passion for it and I enjoy it. And I enjoy doing it.
How are you adapting to life in Atlanta? Because I asked you that question because in reality, Atlanta is way different from New York, yes, and way different from Florida in some ways that I'm not even going to say. Mm-hmm. But how are you adjusting to it? And what is some of the hang-ups, if there's any?
To be real honest with you, it's been a goal for me here in Atlanta, business-wise. They're more acceptance of a lot of stuff when you present it. Up north, Florida, they're kind of like a crab in a barrel. They're just stuck in one mentality. I'm different. I like to expand my mindset. I like to meet different people, network with different people. You never know who you run into. And me being here in Atlanta has opened those doors for me. Now, and on the back end about it, there's a lot of people that are not about their business here in Atlanta. They really say Atlanta is the cap city. I've been running into a lot of capping here in Atlanta and back, you know, where I'm from, of course, New York, people get their head chopped off, you know, for presenting stuff about business that they're not about. So I've been running across that, but fortunately for right now, Atlanta has embraced me with open arms. So I'm humble and I'm grateful for that. So
can you share with us one of your most memorable cap moments? And of course, you don't gotta say names unless you want to do it. Situation.
Promoters of these venues is a big issue that I've been running into with these promoters, with their pricing, how they be beating people over the head. I used to promote, so I kind of know the language, I kind of know the lingo and how it works. But yes, I've been running into a lot of fugazi promoters, a lot of people that say they do things and they don't do it. Just like they pop in on the internet and they have content and they put in all this doesn't mean that they doing it in real life.
I see y'all niggas with the chains and shit.
Right. Especially the jewelry. Listen, if you can't afford it, don't fucking wear it. Especially down to the clothes. You know how many people I see here in Atlanta with fake foreign brands? Especially in a man, to me, that's tacky. To me, you will never get a date with me. If you can't afford that shit, don't put that shit on. Because it looks stupid. Especially with all the capping and the fake chains and all that stuff is a no-go for me. You will be exposed and they're going to call your ass out. So, yeah, Atlanta sure be having a lot of cap.
So, when you out here in the city, right?
Mm-hmm.
What type of man do you like, Miss Jesika Rabbit?
That's a good question. I'm picky to an extent, right? I'm all for a person who has ambition. I love a hard-working, hustling ass man. To me, that turns me all the way the fuck on. Not only that, I'm very intellectual. So I have to sit and have a conversation with you. Whether it's government, whether it's politics, whether it's music, whatever it is, I want to be able to hold a conversation with you. I'm a little nerd. A little bit, you know what I'm saying? Instead of my gangster ways, I'm also a nerd. I like to read a lot. I like to research a lot and stuff like that. So my man has to be on that same level. He has to have that same mentality, that same hustle mentality, that same ambition that when you go out there, you're going to bring back that bag by any means necessary. So I know I played my part in that. I'm out there doing what I got to do for my household. I expect the same thing for mine. And nowadays, these men don't want to be men. These women are taking over. They're more masculine than half of these men out here. They grinding harder. They get in the bag more than these men. And when you have a good, solid woman that is about her bag and about that shit, invest in her. A lot of these men, they impressing other men. I don't get it. I'm like, what are you, gay? What is it? Because you only out here to impress the next dude and don't even know the girl that's sitting right there could make you a billionaire. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I like in a man. I like a man who's a grinder, who's a hustle, and who is very well respected. Very well respected. That I know that when I walk with my man, they be like, oh, you with such and such? Oh, he's respected out here in these streets. That's a turn on to me. Because I know that your name means something. So,
what is something inspirational you could tell a young girl right now that wants to be like Jesika Rabbit?
Keep going. Never let nobody tell you that you can't do anything. Okay? Whether it's your market or whether it's not. Whether the girl next door do the same thing as you, that doesn't matter. You bring your uniqueness, you bring who you are, you represent yourself well, and you keep going and you never stop. And you, no matter what they tell you, tunnel vision. Me, I get it all the time. Oh, Rabbit, your vision, I don't see it. It's not for you to see. That's my vision. Either you're going to be in tune or you're not, but guarantee you're going to see me. So for any girl out here, keep going. Make sure you stand your stand. And you know what I'm saying? You give it up how you give it up. I give it up how I give it up. I'm well respected. And that's what I like. I like when they talk about Rabbit. Oh, she's solid. Oh, yeah, let's do business with Rabbit. Oh, no. She delivers. Whatever she says, she's going to do. So I like that. You know what I'm saying? So stand by what you mean and mean what you say. And if you can't do it, you just can't do it. Listen, I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that put their name in projects that they don't execute. And they be all over the place. No, execute your project, a project at a time. Is no race. You're not in competition with nobody. You know what I'm saying? Your vision in your life is your life. Just because such and such is already down with Def Jams and already doing with Def Jams, that's her. Kudos to you. Prayers to you. My lane is my lane and there's no rush. And especially with social media now, everybody feels like they have to be in competition or they running a race.
Yeah.
You're not running a race. You know what I'm saying? You got to put in the footwork, and you'll get there. And if it's for you, it's for you. That's how I see it.
How do you feel about the influence that social media have on people that want to pursue the entertainment world? Like,
it has its pros and cons because now with the social media, you can throw your content, people can see what you're doing, but then it has a back end to that because then it's like, are they really doing it? A lot of social media has a lot to do with your self-esteem. And that's one of the major things with social media, that they have these people's self-esteem down. They think that because they see somebody jumping out of a Jaguar, that's what they do. No, half of the shit is rented. So everything that you see in the limelight, in the media world, is not always real. You know what I'm saying? And certain people, they just take that social media to the heart. Not me, I put in the footwork, I'm old school. So I'm constantly rubbing elbows, I'm in networking parties, I'm talking to people, I'm mixing and mingle. That's how I do my stuff. Yes, social media is important, but you have to put in the footwork. You have to go to these events. You have to talk to these people. You know what I'm saying? So it has its pros and cons.
do you feel like people in your position, like when I say your position, I mean like radio, like the people that, the in-between of the beginning of for the artist and the end for the artist, the in-between, do you feel like there's a mixed message out there as far as, like you just said, somebody might rent a Jag or something like that? It's kind of like, what about the artist that's branding themselves? You know, they got to kind of, you know what I mean, show something. They got to show outside of their normal life. Do you feel like do you feel like that helps put pressure on the artist, besides the fact they might not even have a crazy budget to, you know, get on them?
It does put a lot of pressure into the artist because you always want everything to look good.
Yeah.
When you're coming out of a Jaguar and you're doing a video shoot, everybody's like, oh shit. When you got your jewels on, it's just your representation. Automatically they're like, okay, well, he got some money behind him. You know, he's doing something. So they take that concept, which it works for some people, and some people it doesn't. But yeah, putting stuff contact out there, yeah, it plays a major role in any artist. It does, because sometimes you get artists that don't have the budget but have the talent. Then you get the artists that have the talent, don't have the budget. So yeah, definitely, social media plays a major fucking part, and that's why it goes down again to your self-esteem and how you represent yourself, because it'll chew you up. Some people, they live off the social media.
Yeah.
Some people think that that's just it. That's just his life. That's their resume. That's just it. Oh, follow me. Oh, you don't know my Instagram? Follow me on Instagram. Okay, I don't know who you are. Where have you been? Where have you performed at? I haven't seen you nowhere. Oh, I just got Instagram. So they just use Instagram just like for resume, for your CV. But you have to put in that freaking footwork. It's not only about social media.
Do you feel like social media raised the depression rates in the world?
Absolutely. It has. Not only depression, suicidal. Because people want to be who that person is. And people, like I tell you, they think they're in a race, and it's no race. You know what I'm saying? Just because that person has been successful and he done got a gig doesn't mean that you can't. Keep grinding, keep hustling, and keep putting in that work. Trust me, somebody's going to see you.
That's a fact.
And one thing about me, I'm all for the people. Like I tell you, I don't only interview artists, celebrities, or anything like that. I like to interview anybody that got a hustle. I don't care if you the fucking janitor that's mopping the goddamn floor. I don't give a shit. I want to talk to you because I feel like everybody has a story. Everybody has a story to why they are where they at, period. And me, like I tell you, I'm a people's person. I like to get into your mental. Why do you do what you do? And they always got a story behind it, and I love to listen to it. I love it. I love talking to people. I love getting into their mindset. I love helping. If I can help you out in any way, shape, or form and get you through whatever situation you got going on, I'm all for it. And that's what makes me unique, and that's what makes me me, because I generally do care about people. And that mindset, I've always been like that since I was a little girl. I do my own fundraising by myself. I fund it by myself. I feed a lot of the homeless. I came down here to Atlanta every other Sunday. I go out there from the north side to the south side, and I feed the homeless all by myself, you know what I'm saying? But that's something that I've always done. I did it here. I did it in Florida. where I gave back to the Covenant home. I did back to school drives. I did Christmas. I bought Christmas trees and lights because I grew up in the trenches. I grew up in the hood of the Bronx. I was brought up in the motherfucking jungle. So I know what it is not to have. Not to have nothing for Christmas, or don't know where your meal's gonna come in the next day, or don't know if you're gonna be evicted, don't know if you're gonna have a home. You know what I'm saying? I've been that person. So when I look at society as a whole, we have no leadership. We have no back then OGs like how we used to have. You know, nowadays these kids are not being led correctly. They being led by, again, social media. That's a problem, because to me social media is just an image. You know what I'm saying? And we need to bring that back. So that's why I'm in the stand where I'm at now, and I'm glad to have somewhat of a power where I can try to change the lives of the people in property as much as I can. If I could change one at a time, or 6 people at a time, however, even one person, if I could change that one person's life, to me, I feel like I did something in life. I feel like that was my purpose, and that's what it is.
Here's my famous question. Is there any topic right now that you want to get off your chest? It could be anything that you want to talk about.
One of the topics that I would love to get off my chest is leadership. And what I mean by that, I feel like everyone should be more in tune with their community. More in tune with their community. Why I say that? A lot of people are mentally still enslaved. And I feel like if we was to all come together, right, and put our minds together to try to help this society, because we're fucking lost, especially with this vaccination bullshit. I'm anti-vax. Kudos to whoever got vaccinated. Kudos to you. You're no less of a person than I am. But how they're mandating certain things, I'm against. I feel like us as humans, we have our rights as humans, and if we don't stand for what the hell we are, it's over. They're gonna rape us of everything that we own, everything that we got. If we don't speak up and we don't have people on the front end for us talking about these things and, you know, bringing these shits to, you know, the forefront, we're fucking doomed. Especially what society is going on right now. They stripping us off of our rights. And we just like, just nah. It's about to go down. So yes, leadership definitely is something that I need to get off my chest. We need more people that's gonna speak up about these things, that are scared to speak up about certain things. It's always either police brutality or racism. We know this already. We know it's been like this for years. Okay, so now what the fuck are we gonna do about it? What are we gonna do about it? That's the magic question to me. And especially these people that have voices of reasons. Why are you not talking about these topics? The schools. Right now, these kids are not learning shit. Okay? This virtual school is a disaster. I have a kid that is in virtual school, and half of the time you can't get through the teachers. There's no staff, and no one's paying attention to those kind of things. Vaccination. They're stripping us over our rights. I don't have to tell you I'm vaccinated. That is a law. That is a HIPAA law. You don't see people going around and be like, hey, I'm HIV positive. Hi, I have AIDS. No, you know why? Because that's your fucking rights. So until then, we need more people speaking up about that topic and making sure that they don't fucking take all our rights away, because we do got rights in this world. And it's fucked up how they're using their strategies against us. Far as employment, they know where to target. If you don't get vaccinated, you can't work here. So they know where to hit, where it affects our pockets. And once it affects our pockets, a lot of people tend to fold. And that's the problem I have. There's no leadership. Like back then, we had Malcolm X, we had Martin Luther King, we had people that they didn't give a fuck to get hosed down, burnt, raped, whatever. They still stand firm for what they believe in. And that's something that we have to do. You have to stick with what you believe in, even if it's going to cost you your livelihood. And me, I'm all for the people. I'm going to get on my stand and I'm going to pop my shit, and I don't give a shit who don't like it. I don't give a shit if they blackball me and they be like, you know what, Rabbit, we can't work with you anymore. I don't care. I'm going to pop my shit. I'm going to speak my truth. And I'm going to let the people know, like, listen, you better get in tune or else we ain't going to have no rights. They're going to take everything from us. So that's the thing. Leadership, we are lacking leadership. And there's certain people in power that are scared to talk about it. So that's why I'm in radio, and that's why I'm going to pop my shit, and I'm going to talk about everything, and I don't care. I don't care. It's your girl, Jesika Rabbit. You can find me at IG, The Real Jesika Rabbit, Jesika Rabbit. You can also follow me on Facebook, Jessica Hernandez. You can also follow my movement, Jessica Hernandez, National Woman Empowerment.com. That's the P Power Coin. You can also reach me out there. Or you can find me at the Gentlemen's Club tonight from 9 to 3 o'clock in the morning. Jesika Rabbit is going to be presenting Wet and Wild Wednesday, so you can also follow me there. You know, I'm always on the move. I'm always got projects going on, so yeah, definitely tap in. I'm not Hollywood. If you see me, I am approachable. I may have my bitch face sometimes. Sometimes, you know, I'm always thinking about strategies on how to make more money, but I'm definitely not Hollywood. You could come chop it up with me. I don't mind sharing gems. I don't mind pointing you to the right direction. I'm a people's person, so, you know, holla at me.
Yo, y'all heard it here. It's the Boardroom, baby.
Chill with my guy, Faseworld.
Keep tryna play, my homie died in my arms. I was a jit, we was just lit. We ain't never fight over no. If he would move, I would pick. We was on the corner flying them birds. We made a grip, chain on the pit. Fiends got a fish, we just tryna get rich. Banging my colors, my flag on the side. Blood in my eyes, my homies gon' ride. You look at me and you rapping my life. I put it aside, that's how I survive. Yeah, that's how I survive. You look at me and you rapping my life. I put it aside, that's how I survive. Real know how to talk. Real know how to move. Real know how to win. Real know how to lose. Real pay it forward. Real pay this dues. Real put you on. Real cut you off. Real know how to hate. Real know how to love. Real hold no grudge. Real hit you with a snub.